everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10, starting with you. Go ahead.
Maybe like a...
Before we even... what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 and then why? Then we get right back into the video.
I'd say like a 7.
Okay. If you can't choose 7, let's change that.
If I can't choose 7?
Yep.
8, because why would I go down?
Okay, now why would you rate yourself an 8?
Just based on looks, I don't know. I think I'm pretty. I'm satisfied with myself. I have pretty eyes. I have a nice nose. I have straight teeth. Okay. I think that's all. I feel like that's pretty like generic, but I feel like that's a good 8.
Okay. That's all.
Maybe like a 6.
Okay.
9. 7.
7. 10 in Jesus' eyes.
Yes. That's like confidence.
Godfidence?
I love that.
Like confidence in God?
Yes.
Merged together, okay.
Yes.
We're rating ourselves?
Yeah, your own self-assessment of your physical appearance.
I think I'm a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess by the world standard, if I'm going to rate myself after having 2 children, I'd probably give myself an 8.
10.
No.
I mean,
Stunning.
I'm not where I'd like to be.
Let me put on my... Yeah, I'm laughing too, Andrew, bro. What
What?
is going on,
Huh?
bro?
What? I mean, I'm not physically perfect, and that's okay. Like, I'm humble enough to admit that, right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? Enlighten me.
Andrew, why are you laughing, Andrew?
I'm being honest.
Are you thinking about your wife, Andrew? Stop.
Andrew, how dare you?
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Sheesh.
Yeah, when you were 27, were you a 10?
I probably would have rated myself a 10. I looked pretty good.
Of course you would have, yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing, right, is there is something, and this has been something you've been suffering from all night, called cognitive dissonance and a inability to grasp what is reality. There is no fucking universe in which you are an 8. Now, the thing is that's not me being mean even. I'm just giving you objective reality. That is an objective standard that there's nobody on planet Earth who would disagree with that standard.
Okay, go ahead. Give me your thoughts. I know your mind over here thinking. Go ahead.
I mean, I think she's attractive.
No, give me your thoughts over the whole video.
Oh, over like the whole video. I think everyone was pretty honest. I don't think anyone was trying to. I mean, if that's how you see yourself, that's how you see yourself. I didn't think anyone there was like ugly either.
Oh my god. You understand that 5 is the middle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, if you're gonna like, high value, you value yourself higher.
Yeah,
right?
but don't you think that you said right? Don't you think that there's a difference between you understanding your value as in being very objective, and then you saying that you're a 10 or 9 or whatever the case, and you're being delusional because you're not that?
Yeah, but besides the one who said, she's a 10 out of 10 in God's eyes.
Yeah, besides that one.
Like, besides that one, I feel like everyone was like,
Okay, so what are some things that quantify your beauty as a woman?
Like, just by physical appearance?
Yeah, that's what 1 out of 10 means, right?
Well, I mean, like, people, like, if you ask someone to rate themselves, like, 1 out of 10, someone could rate themselves, like, a 10 just based on, like, their personality.
No, not
so,
if we're
just to
saying
clarify, beauty
10.
based just on physical appearance.
Brooklyn, whenever someone says rate yourself out of 1 out of 10, they are always talking about your attractiveness physically in this reality that we live in.
I disagree with that.
It has never... When has it ever been, oh, I'm rating your personality? If they're
rating your, like, if they're just rating, like, yourself, like, yourself is not just your looks. Yourself is how you think and, like, what you believe in, too.
Okay. I'll grant that.
Okay.
But, normally, or generally speaking, when they say rate yourself from 1 to 10, they're typically talking about your physical attributes as a woman or as a man.
Okay.
So, out of those attributes of being physical, rating now we're on the same page, what would they be?
I think how your body is, like, if you take care of, like, your body, because I think beauty can differ, I don't think really, like butt size, chest size, like, fully matters about beauty. I don't think it does.
I didn't say it didn't. Go ahead, continue talking.
I don't think it does.
Wrong.
Shout out to DonJaye. The fuck? Cause I'm about to be using this the rest of this video. Go ahead. You saying that ass and titties don't matter in rating scales of 1 to 10 of attractiveness?
Are you talking about if they're rating themselves, or are you talking about just like anyone rating them?
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. When someone, generally speaking, says, I want you to rate yourself from 1 to 10, generally they are talking about your physical attributes or how you look. Generally speaking.
Okay.
Okay, what you should attribute that to is, okay, I am a human being. How does my body, looks, beauty, etc., etc. I don't want to give the attributes away because I want you to get there. How do they compete with everyone else around me? So if you say you're a 10, you're the most beautiful, perfect titties, perfect ass, etc. human being that there is for a female. If you say you're a 10 male, you're 6'4", blah 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 blah. All the
gotcha.
etc.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Then everything really like.
Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
But what is the top? Give me like the top 3.
Body, face. Like that's. I mean that's.
Thank you. Okay, we're getting closer.
Probably your height too.
You think men care about your height?
Yeah.
Okay. You think that a man is going to look at you differently if you're 5'4" versus you're 5'7"?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Okay, try again. Let's go to the next attribute. I'm just letting you know right now that's not true.
I think it's.
No, I'm letting you know straight up that's just not true. We don't care about height like that. That doesn't even make sense.
I couldn't name you 3. I think it's. I mean, you really only have your face and your body, and that's pretty much it. What people look at.
Fellas, I want y'all to pay attention to something that just happened. She said that she can't name 3, and I think the third one would be one of the most important ones, which is crazy to me. So you said face and body. I get that. I grant that. I would say that that's number 2, and that's number 3. Number 1 is age. You can be 80 years old with a great body and a great face for your age. But if you're 80, you're going to showcase that you're 80 years old. If you are 20, it's going to be a very big difference between an 80-year-old good body, good face, and a 20-year-old good body, good face. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I disagree with that.
Okay, I want to be clear. Let me frame this as a question. Do you think that men would prefer a woman that's 80 years old that has a good face and good body, or a woman that has a 20 years old that has a slightly less good face and slightly less good body? Thank you. I rest my case. Got him.
Okay, but 80 years old. 80 years old is crazy. 80 like. Take it less from the extreme of 80, because 20 is not that extreme, right?
Whenever you make hypotheticals, the reason I make sometimes extreme hypotheticals is to just to test the logic of those extremes. So that means, for instance, that age truly does matter. So going back and let's say a 50-year-old and a fucking 30-year-old, I would still say that the 30-year-old would be way more attractive than the 50-year-old. The 50-year-old can't even have kids, generally speaking. Obviously, there's some outliers out there that women at menopause made it past 50, etc. But generally speaking, they can't even have kids. Most of the time, men look for fertility, etc. So I'm confused on how you would disagree with that.
I don't know. I think a good amount of guys that prefer, like, someone older than them.
What does that mean? You gotta explain that. Explain that.
I have known, like, guys who are younger than me that have, like, been in relationships with women that are older than me.
That are 50?
45.
Okay. Now those guys, they themselves could get women that look just as good their age or younger.
Yeah.
Okay. I hate when women do this. Because it's the outliers. Do you think, generally speaking, men date women that are older than them or younger than them? Generally speaking? Thank you. I rest my case again. Got him. Anyway, so since that is the case, we can obviously look at it and say, oh yes, typically speaking, men prefer women that are on the younger side than on the older side. Okay, let's conclude that so we can throw it away and go to the next. Going back to the original question, which is, do you think that age matters more than body and, I guess you said face, right? I think you said face and body.
No.
Okay, so would you even put age on the list?
No.
This is crazy to me. What the fuck?
No.
You don't think that age plays a factor in whether a man finds you attractive or not attractive?
Almost everyone I've dated is younger than me, so...
What the fuck? You're just saying outliers. You're just saying stuff that doesn't make sense. Because again, do you think, okay, let me just ask you a question. Do you think that most women date men that are younger than them? Thank you. So if that's the case, you are using your own personal experience as an outlier personal experience to procreate the entire dating marketplace when that's just not factually right. So generally speaking, women date men that are older than them. Okay, sorry to burst your bubble. Generally speaking, men date women that are younger than them. Obviously, if the first one was true, the second one would have to be true. All right. So age plays a very vital reason why men would date a woman. It's just biology at the end of the day. You're going to be more fertile in certain years than you are in certain other years.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I would just add age to your list. Yeah, I would just add age to your list. Other than that, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head about body and about face. For sure. Cool. Carrying on. Jesus Christ.
Do you want to rate yourself?
I'd be scared to now.
Yeah, I would know.
Beauty is different.
No, I mean, I just think he's
Go ahead.
very
Just
opinionated.
if you
man.
can't.
I'd say like a 5.5. I'm really happy with that.
Okay. All right. There you go.
I'm at 20, 25, maybe 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I give myself a 5. I'm a 5.
Since we're all going to be delusional tonight, I'll just go with the maximum number I can think of.
He's going max
That goes
delusional.
Jillian.
Max.
Yeah.
Max delusional.
So I'm curious.
Wait, who's the highest? Who's the highest here?
You're a
You?
solid 10.
Did you say
I think
9?
I said a 9.
You said you're
I
9?
said 10.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, you said you were 10.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was joking though.
Oh, she was joking too.
Okay.
I like the poking of the bear, so I'll take this one. I said a 5.5. I still have.
But I didn't say
I think that's
anything was
reasonable.
wrong with your answer.
Yeah, facts.
Well, you said everyone seems to be delusional, so I was just like, all right, I'm open
He's
to
speaking generally,
criticism on that one. So.
Killing
Yeah, but do you actually believe you're 5.5? Like, honestly?
So, being
What if rob little old ladies and then beat their brains in on the street? That's the same
Whoa.
as stealing a penny, bro. Come on. Like, use your brain. I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, back to this. Do you honestly think that you're a 4? So I'm a 4 objectively, right? Maybe less. I understand that. Like that's objective reality.
I give you like a solid 6.
But do you really are you doing that because it's a humble brag, or are you doing it because it's actual objective reality? Like this is a problem we run into all the time, right? Trying to determine what you actually think. And I think that a lot of women hide their answer. They don't really think that. Sometimes they just try to humble brag. And so I'm just curious, like, is it actually true? Do you really honestly think you're a 5?
A 5.5, yeah. I think I work out. I still have a decent 6-pack. I don't smoke. Like physically fit. The reason why, like, I think I'm a little bit lower is like I have scoliosis. So if I'm not holding my posture properly, then it's not the most like I look like I'm slunching over.
And you think that that's an honest answer, right?
I think that's an honest like.
Well, then
again,
let me ask
Okay,
you.
so question for you. Do you think that people are delusional about how they look objectively in the dating marketplace?
I think sometimes.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's talk about it. Do you think that it's more so women, or do you think it's more so men? Well, you gotta give me an answer, because I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume.
Oh my god,
Yeah, you never thought about shit like this. Let's talk about it. She cannot answer, y'all, because she know the answer is women. Women are more delusional in the dating marketplace. Bottom line, most men actually don't know their own value. Most men don't understand their own self. That's why most men are simps nowadays. That's why you have the OnlyFans. That's why you have all these fucking simps and fucking stupid shit. Men don't even know their own value nowadays. Women, they definitely know their value. They definitely creaming of the crop right now. So to answer the question I asked you, yes, women overflate their ego. Okay, so other question. Do you think that that's healthy in a dating marketplace?
No.
Ooh, why not?
I mean, you're being delusional if you can't be true with yourself or real with yourself. Like, you can't really be, like, completely real with another person.
Hey, see? I told you, like, half-baked. That's what I'm saying. You need to be put in the oven a little bit more. You can just, you know what I mean? Okay, but expand on that a little bit for me. So what would you say that how can I word this correctly? What would you see in a dating marketplace of that playing out, what you just said?
What, if everyone was, like, real with themselves?
No, if everyone is delusional just like they are, they overinflate their ego when it comes to women and they underinflate
No
their
one's
shit.
gonna really end up getting with each other, I think, because then everyone's gonna be like, well, I'm a catch. And I'm like, well, if you were a catch, you would have already been with someone.
You would have got caught.
You would have already been with someone, so you're not a catch if you're already out here. So don't call yourself a catch.
Ooh, shots fired.
If you're not with anyone, because then why are you out here? If you're such a catch.
Why are you on the streets is what she's saying.
If you're so wonderful, why are you out here?
Why are you still out on the streets is what she's saying. Get off the streets. All right. That's funny. Yeah, I would agree 100%. I think that's happening literally right now as we speak. I think women overinflate their egos and men underinflate their egos. That's why women are like, well, I'm not gonna be with you, bro. You're ugly. You're unattractive, etc. When actually that's your match. Yeah. Y'all should be matching, but you think you're way above him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I agree.
Carrying on.
If you can give me another honest answer. Do you agree with the assessment of the girl who's sitting right next to you who just told us that at 37 she's an 8?
I'm not the host of this podcast.
Yeah, you're not going to answer that fucking question, are you?
I think
I didn't think you were going to answer that. It's all about honesty a second ago.
Ooh, let's be honest then. Oops. Let's have an honest. Let's see if Miss Brooklyn's going to be honest. Let me put the glasses on for this one, okay? What would you rate these ladies? Starting from the right, which is the one in the pink.
The pink?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's really hard to, like, see her face. I'm literally only staring at her cleavage.
Yeah, I get it. It's hard.
Like, I can't really, like, make out her face. Probably a 6. The other girl, I think she's valid for saying a 9.
You think she's valid for saying she's a 9?
I think she's very pretty. I think she's very cute.
And you think that pretty and cute is the only factors of being a 9?
If we're judging off of physical appearance, yes.
Yeah, that's just.
If we're judging off of just purely what I see in physical appearance, I think she's very cute. The girl next to her, probably a 5. Probably a 5.
Mm-hmm.
That lady has a lot of filler in her face.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
She has a lot of filler in her face, and for me, I prefer people that at least look a little more natural.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that she's probably like a 6 or like a 7.
Okay.
For that lady, I would say a 7.
Okay.
Probably like a 5, and then probably a 5.
Okay. Well, she's not part of the
I was gonna say.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I would kind of actually agree with most of your answers, to be honest, except for this answer, which is outrageous to me.
What would you rate her?
Like a 6.
Really?
You don't add numbers that you don't know about.
That's true. I just think she's.
So the reason why I said that is very clear. I don't see them standing up. I don't see them, and I'm about to objectify you real quick. So to be transparent, I'm about to objectify women right quick. I don't see none of them standing up, so I can't understand or know that they got ass. So I can't even put them at the 9 level. Period. I can only say 6s, 5s, and 7s. I can only say that. She don't even look like she has titties. Definitely can't even put her at fucking 9. She at 8 at the most. Even if she had the most attractive face and no body, you at 8 at best. So I'm just giving you how men judge things. So I'm not just giving you the raw of what men look at. We look at body, we look at face, what you said earlier, and age. And without that, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I would give the rest of the ratings that you just said, which is cool. Okay, you see, that's what I'm saying. You there, but you just
Just need to, just needs to like cook a little
Okay.
more.
Yeah, just
All
need
right,
the
I'll
oven
get
just a
to
little
this
bit
point.
more.
I think your self-love is great, but I think the scales they use in the past of like the most beautiful woman in the world outside of skills and personality, like an 8 is like Angelina Jolie when she was doing the Golden Globes in that dress, right? I think I would
only lower it.
I would
And I want to be clear about something. Don't get it twisted.
Her
Even though
face just cracked me. Like she was like,
no, I want to be clear about something. This mother of 2 that's 37, she is actually gorgeous. Don't get that twisted. She is beautiful, etc. But you're 37. Like, bottom line is you're still not going to be as attractive as a fucking 27-year-old. That's just what it is.
be a little bit
Angelina
more,
Jolie. Oh my god.
like most beautiful woman in the world,
Yeah.
right? So that's why I'm like, okay, like halfway mark, maybe I'll give myself a 0.5 because
Come on,
I've got
Andrew,
some
talk
good
some
genetics
shit.
on that.
I need something that
You know,
Brooklyn disagree with.
yeah,
so
to
we can have a
Angelina
conversation.
Jolie.
Yeah.
God,
No, to the chick next to you. It's all honesty, right? We're all being honest here. Isn't it all about
Give me
honesty?
somebody
Everybody in this room better look
Give
at
me
That's
somebody
the
my
honest-
own
that's the honest thing.
age, because it's hard to compare. Like, I can't compare with you. Like,
Well, I thought you just got done saying we have an objective standard. Yeah, you can compare.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, let's talk about it. Do you think that there's an objective standard?
what is
You don't know. Wait, what part?
an objective standard to what?
Beauty.
Like that there's like a common like thing that everyone sees as pretty.
Okay, hold on. You serious right now?
I told you I'm a little stupid.
She did say that. Hold on, wait. You serious right now? Okay, all right. Sorry, fellas. Yeah. So subjective would be your view of the world.
Okay.
Objective would be like third party verified type shit.
Okay.
Like, ooh, I like the taste of this fucking box. It tastes good. That would be subjective.
Okay.
Okay, this box tastes like cardboard. That would be more objective.
Objective. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Like an objective standard. Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, you would say so.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, like what do you mean when you say that though? Like what is the objective standard, or try to describe it if you can.
I think, skinny people with like doesn't have to be completely flat, but I don't think that they want super busty girls. I think people
When you say busty, you mean fat.
No, I mean busty as like you have like H's like on your chest. Like no one finds like super big breasts like super attractive.
Don't look over here, baby. Don't look.
But it's like, it's like if she's skinny, like she's still fit, like has a good body, like, has good boobs, like a good butt, like has clean skin, like doesn't have like a double chin, like has a nice like jawline, has all of her teeth, like has like expressive or like big eyes, like yeah, I feel like that's like doesn't have like a whole lot of like tattoos and like piercings and whatever and stuff like that.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's like the like pretty objective standard. I feel like there's like small details that you could go like into, but I feel like that's gonna end up being based more on like styles and stuff like that. Like, cause anyone can.
And subjective.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna end up going into like the subjective, where it's like some people love girls with like the slick back like buns, and other people want people with like curly hair.
Oh, she's using the word subjective around here. Okay, then.
I got an education while I was here, actually.
Oh God, that's a fact. All right, let's wrap up this video.
I think in men's eyes, if we were both wearing the exact same outfit and they were going to approach one, it's blonde hair, blue eyes, a little bit younger, I think, at that point. But,
Unless the men prefer brunette.
yeah, see,
Beauty is a...
No, whoever is more attractive. So, ladies, even though it's only gonna be like 5 to 2% of y'all that's watching right now, men just like bad bitches. Okay, We like variety of bitches though. So we like, it could be tall, it could be short, it could be a little bit, tiny bit on the thicker side, it could be on the tiny bit on the skinny side. If you're attractive, you are attractive. Bottom line. So whether you have brunette hair, whatever, if you're attractive, you're attractive. Blonde hair is not going to necessarily make you so much more attractive that the man is going to go from a no to a yes. Come on, bro. Like, I don't even know what she's saying right now. I gotta be honest.
Beholder.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it's not.
Do you think that the
I'm
fact that
10 to
she's
my
37
husband,
might
so it's
also have
alright.
something to do? Do you think maybe the fact that she's 30?
This is a phenomenal. We can end on this one because I know we gotta press for time a little bit. This is fun. This is a phenomenal conversation. Do you want your man to view you as the most beautiful woman? Because what she just said just now is, my husband think I'm a 10. In my personal, I don't want to give my opinion because I want to hear yours first. I don't want to sway yours.
This is tricky, actually.
Yes, that's why I asked.
Okay.
And I was like, this is interesting. Yeah.
This is tricky, but can I sprinkle some of like my
Go
own
ahead.
little?
Yeah.
So, you know, I've had this like conversation with my friends like in the past couple months. It's like, oh, like how would you know like if you found like the one, like your person? And for me, my answer was, you know, like without it being like provoked from him, like to be like to look at me and be like, Brooklyn, you're like the most beautiful girl in the world, like in my eyes. Like for me, like that would mean like so much to like hear from someone. Would I think that I wouldn't go around being like, oh well, he thinks I'm like the most beautiful girl in the world, so I am. But it's like, you know, in that moment, that's something that, yeah, I would want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, it's like, you know, like we have like models and like superstars like out there, so it's like I know that it's like it's not, but it's like if I generally can feel it from him that he's like, you're the most beautiful thing in my world right here, then yes, I would like to hear that. In the entire world, probably not, but in his world,
Well,
yes.
I want to be clear what I'm asking, because it's not, your answer is not necessarily what I asked. So I'm not saying that he's going to view you as the most beautiful, or I'm sorry, I'm not saying that he's going to tell you that, hey, you're one of the most beautiful girls ever. I'm saying, do you want him to objectively see you as one of the most beautiful women ever?
Do I want that? Is that like...
Yes.
I don't know, actually.
Well, get some time to think.
I don't know, actually, because, like, I mean, part of me wants to say yes, but, like, part of me is, like, I just don't think that would be, like, completely, like, true, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
So, like...
Mm-hmm.
In the entire world? I mean...
You just said that you wanted him to say that to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you actually want him to believe that? That's the question.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, in my opinion, no, you don't want your man to believe that. And you shouldn't want your man to not believe in objective reality. You should want your man to understand your value as a woman, who you are as a person, how lovely you are, how submissive you are, if he likes that, how loving, caring, etc. All that shit. I love you. I only love you. You're the most amazing woman for me personally, blah, blah, blah. But to say specific things, I think it's just... I gotta be honest. I'm trying to be sensitive to some of the men out there, but fuck y'all niggas. I think a man is just delusional at that point. And I don't think you want to be with a delusional person. Like, if I was with a woman and she was like, oh, you're the tallest man I've ever seen before. Oh, my God. Bitch, I'm like 5'8". I'm 5'7". Like, what the fuck? That lets me know that you're basically lying to yourself and to me just to appease me. And I don't like that. I'd rather you say you're one of the most amazing man. Okay, cool. One of the most intelligent man. Okay, cool. But for you to say something that's obviously not true, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't rock with shit like that.
I feel like it definitely has to be different for like girls and guys though, to like hear that, because I feel like I always like hear that from guys where they're like, don't tell me like I'm like the best or like whatever, like but it's like I feel like for girls it's like it's
because y'all want to be lied to. Because women wants to be lied to. Women fall in love with what they hear. That's why. Men fall in love with what they see. Y'all want to be lied to. Bottom line. I know you got something to say. Say it.
I don't want to be
Stop.
lied to. I don't want to be lied to. It's like
That's you just admitted that you want to be lied to.
no.
Okay. All right, Brooklyn. Let's answer this question. From your own perspective, out of all the women that you have seen in the world, all the models, supermodels, famous people, etc., you're going to tell me that you think that you're the number one out of all of them, physically speaking?
No.
Okay. That's. I would think 99.99999%. I would think 100% people would agree with that, objectively speaking. But if someone gets into a relationship and then says, hey, you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen, would they be lying or telling the truth? Got him. No way.
I mean, I feel like if someone is complimenting me, I know we're talking about like outwardly, but for me, I'll never lose the perspective of like beauty also like coming from like within. I know that we're talking about like physical appearance and stuff, but it's like I feel like, if that compliment is directed towards me, like I know that it's not just like outward beauty. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking just subjectively, if like my man were to be like, you're the most physically beautiful girl in the world.
Yes, he says exactly that.
If he says exactly that, then I'll be like, okay, but no. But if like he sees like every like part of me like inside and out and thinks that all together that I'm the most beautiful like person that he's seen, then like yes, I would believe it. But if we reiterate that question to you're the most physically beautiful.
Well, he ain't gotta say physically. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. That means with your eyes.
But we're only talking about physical. Then no.
Okay. See, I gotta kind of push you there.
Like I said, just a little stupid. Just a little stupid. Just a little dumb.
Oh my God, no, you're not. Never call yourself dumb. Just say you haven't learned that yet. All right, cool. But anyway, yeah. So I'm glad you cleared that up. Fantastic. I would actually agree with you. I would want the person, if you were with a man, them to say, you're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen before. No, not never seen. You're one of the most beautiful girls, blah, 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 in love with you, and blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But to him to say, you're the most beautiful, and I view you as a 10 physically, yeah, bro. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let the video play just like one more minute, and then we're going to close out.
37 might also have something to do with that.
And that's what I said. Give me somebody who's the same age, and like I'd be like, same age, same whatever, cool. But it's like she's already had 2. She's 37. Like how like.
It doesn't seem a little bit delusional to you, like a little tiny bit. That's the answer.
Don't you think she looks great? Like especially like how old are you?
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anybody here is bad. I'm saying everybody here, as opposed to me especially, is beautiful, great. But that doesn't mean that the standard doesn't exist. She just got done saying there's an objective standard. I'm like, but you can't compare, really? She's like, well, okay, that actually doesn't make any sense. But she's trying to be nice, right? She's trying to be nice. I want to nicely do this.
She said her
like,
because she said
it's delusional, right? Come on, it's delusional. You know it is.
I honestly don't care what you think I rate as because I am a 10 to my husband and I'm married. I'm not on the market. I never will be on the market. So it honestly doesn't matter. And you should
be a 10 to your husband. Great. I'm sure my wife thinks I'm a 10 too, but I'm fucking not. So the thing is,
I love it. Matter of fact, that's the perfect time to end it. Okay. Any final thoughts? Questions, comments, concerns about objective reality, delusion, rating yourself from 1 to 10.
I guess just final comments. Just
or even on the whole podcast itself.
I mean, just be like real with yourself. I mean, obviously, like be confident in who you are, but like don't be like delusional.
Based.
Yeah, just be aware of what you have, and be okay with what you don't have.
Okay. All right. God damn. I would say, finally, I would say just be more real with yourself. Bottom line is just be more aware of yourself. I think men typically downplay themselves. I think women typically upplay themselves. If you're a woman, no, you're not a 10. I'm sorry, you're not a 9. You're probably not even an 8. You might be probably just a nice little 6. Okay, so other men that are 6s, get with them, have some kids, get married, etc. Stop ego jerking yourself. That's what I would say. But other than that, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is brooklyn.revel.
All right, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, you already know where to find me. I'm out. Peace.